But back to school will be here before you know
Absolutely.
it. And Channel 3, of course, is your back to school authority. Did you know that private colleges and universities in our state bring in billions to our economy?
Is that with a B?
That's with a capital B.
Whoa. The economic impact with revenue and jobs totals almost $17 billion. One of the Channel 3's newest team members, Tracy McCain, digs into those staggering numbers.
Trinity College is the second oldest college in Connecticut.
It's really gorgeous. It's one of the prime examples of collegiate Gothic architecture.
With costs to maintain it soaring as high as the chapel's new ceiling.
The chapel here to fix the roof was about $10 million.
Jason Rojas is the college's Associate Vice President for External Affairs.
We are all temporary stakeholders of what is now a 200-year-old institution.
That means you'll hear a lot of this around campus. The college just broke ground on a $31.1 million expansion of its Ferris Athletic Center, set to open next June.
And whenever you're going to build a project, you got to go out and pull permits from the city. So certainly the city realizes a significant amount of revenue. For the athletic facility alone, over $600,000 in permit fees are going to be paid to the city.
That leads to construction jobs, and then once the building's up, you need people to maintain the building and clean the building and so on and so forth. So.
And teach in the building.
And teach in the building.
Quinnipiac University economics professor Mark Geis studied the impact and explains how this economic wheel turns.
They're now working on this job, they're making more money, suppliers are now buying materials from hopefully suppliers in Connecticut, so on and so forth. So they have more business, they're making more money, they get to hire more workers, so on and so forth. So it's kind of like a ripple effect throughout the entire state.
Take a look at the highlights from Geis's 2024 Economic Impact Study. These 14 private colleges and universities power $16.5 billion into the local economy. Yale flexes the biggest financial muscle with an impact just under $7 billion. Smaller schools, Quinnipiac, University of Hartford, and Sacred Heart, each generating more than $1 billion into their communities every year.
Most people, when they think of colleges in Connecticut, they think of UConn or something like that. A lot, the smaller private schools actually have a big impact.
Another measure, job creation.
It's 127,000 jobs, which is a lot of jobs for just 14 organizations.
Donors have become part of the building block that funds scholarships and lowers tuition.
Like any nonprofit, we are exempt. There are some taxes that we do pay on our property, but we're largely tax exempt.
The study counts the bucks students, staff, alumni, and visitors pay out too. Muhammad Ali is a rising Trinity senior.
The windows and structures of the chapel have been redone, and now it's beautiful, better than ever, and there's no scaffolding in the back.
His plan after graduation? To come back and give back.
Hartford itself is beautiful, but the surrounding towns, small, quaint, really nice. So once I'm able to afford it, yes, 100%, I would come back.
In Hartford, I'm Tracy McCain, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, we'll be continuing our back-to-school stories all month long on Channel 3. I'm writing mine right now.
Are you?
I went back to my former college.
You did?
I did.
In Mass?
Yeah.
Western Mass?
Yep, Westfield State.
That's great.
So
I'm looking
much
forward
fun.
to that.
Yeah.